Hey, what's up? This is Jeremy Palco from The Walking Dead, and this is Still Toking With.
Hey, this episode of Still Toking With is brought to you by the Dorkening Podcast Network. You can find more about this awesome show and others just like it by heading over to thedorkening.com.
Shark Bites Podcast. It's the greatest show in history. From the Dorkening Network, hosted by a nerd who's named Patsy. From movie reviews to tips on surviving the coronavirus, Shark Bites has it all. Follow us on Facebook and suggest topics at sharkbitespod@gmail.com. Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Do you have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks? The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs, from horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Holliston.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi guys, this is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gun Woman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerrica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more, featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
Your book of life will buy you a mild except in my free mind will keep me from under your spell. And when we die, you'll be another angel in heaven. But me, I'll be a fucking legend in hell. Your book of life will buy you a mild except in my free mind will keep me from under your spell.
And here we are. We are now live for another episode of Still Toking With. This is going to be an awesome one. Well, you know what? I'll let Ben and Jeff take it over. Hello, gentlemen.
How you doing, Leo?
Good afternoon.
It's evening.
Oh, sorry. Good evening.
It's afternoon, so he's not completely wrong.
Well, yes, it is afternoon time, but yes. So, yeah, we've got a great show for everybody today. We got the guys from Herban Acres.
The guys.
The guys from Herban Acres. Adam, and I call you Drew. Do you prefer Andrew or just
Drew
Duh?
Works. Andrew works, not duh. No one's ever called me duh. Andrew works, Drew works as well.
His new name is actually Andy Drew Wilkesworth the Boss. So if you guys can refer to him as that,
I'll just be like the Boss.
No. It has to be Andy Drew Wilkesworth the Boss. It has to be the whole thing. It's like Prince.
Guess what?
Know?
That ain't gonna
just try to get the more syllables, the better.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen on this show. Sorry.
Well, we're leaving. Bye.
Get the fuck out. Next.
Good luck finding someone as handsome as Andrew to follow up.
Look. Have you not seen Leo? Look at Leo up in the corner there.
All right.
This whole crowd.
I mean, we purposely have Leo on the show because look, he is eye candy.
No. You got me here because I'm the monkey behind the keyboard.
Oh yeah, but you're still the eye candy too. So he's got it all, man. We just sit here and act stupid.
He's not even putting himself on cam. I'm looking at the live video. He's not even. You got to put yourself solo out, Leo. Solo yourself out. You're beautiful, man.
I'm right here.
All right. There you go. Got to call you out. Really.
Oh, much appreciated. A bunch of people watching, so just want to let you know that if you check show notes down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening, you'll find a bunch of links for our guests here. I got your website. We were talking a little bit about that before the pre-show, and all your Twitter, your Instagram, and So if you want to learn more, definitely head on over there. But we got a long discussion headed for you.
You think we have a long discussion? Oh fuck!
You don't want to see what happens when the sun goes down completely.
Right. Well, anyways, welcome to the show tonight, folks. This is a change, a big change for Jeff and I. Usually we're on the reverse side of this with these two characters, and they're actually the ones having us on their show and interviewing us. Well, this is fucking strange.
It's a different spin.
A little bit. So what's happening?
Yeah, how you guys doing? You surviving this whole mess so far?
It was surviving and thriving, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah, we're doing. We got a lot of support, you know, and we're very fortunate and very thankful for everybody that's been supporting us. But luckily, we've been able to do some pretty amazing things this month without our two main sources of sales with the kiosks shut down. And like Andrew said, we're thriving right now and just trying to help out other businesses, through our website and everything, like we were talking about before the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
You mentioned that your kiosk shut down. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leo.
No. I can. Well, I was gonna say I watched a video of you guys, and it's very admirable what you're doing. You mentioned on your website where, things are going okay for you. It was a little difficult for a bit, but now you're looking to help other people out, and I think that's just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's something that we really caught from you guys, Ben and Jeff. I remember the first podcast that we ever did. One thing that stood out when you guys said that it's just as you progress and become successful, you want to bring as many people as you can with you. And that really, really stuck true with me and with Adam too. And that's all we're trying to do is help as many people as we can to get up.
Well, you want to go to the
Andrew, you always help me get it up.
Jesus. You want to move forward with people.
Yes,
that's right.
You know what I mean? You always want to move forward with people because it's a lot more fun that way. It's more beneficial. You can help more people. And why not? I don't want to go do it solo. My fucking hand's tired.
I know, man. Look at the fucking forearms.
You know?
I'm gonna look like Popeye by the time this is over.
Just one arm though?
No, dude, I can switch hands without missing a beat.
TMI.
That CBD works wonders for that too. It's nice and soft.
Yeah, it's a nice silky smooth composure.
Right.
And
it almost has a numbing effect.
And sip right down into the gutter we went.
Oh, dude, we were in the gutter before we even came live. Forget about it with these two.
The gutter is not an option. It's the only place. It's the only place.
Right. It's whether or not you go down the sewer.
Right.
Oh crap! But
go
ahead.
Why don't you guys tell us about the product line? Let's start off with the product line.
Oh, first of all, what is the product? You have a CBD company.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
okay.
We're a hemp farm that grows everything ourselves. We do everything from seed to salve. So we have a full product line now. We still are, you're just shut down for now, are in 2 kiosks in the mall. We have 8 amazing employees. Andrew is going super hard with processing. He's been nonstop ever since basically we bought the equipment. And and we also are kind of into media. We have a podcast together called AA for Entrepreneurs, and just always, like we said, trying to help through everything. Our podcast is the same exact way, like you guys were saying. It's usually you guys on the other side of things, and that's with our podcast where we just try to help other entrepreneurs.
A little bit more about our products. We've got like 2 main products that really drive the most popular, and then the oils and the salves. Those do really well too. And we also have we like a third party kind of whole white label, and we've got bath bombs that are really popular from Aunt Stacy. She does such a good job with them.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, been staying super busy with with manufacturing and processing, shipping out. It's been quite the journey.
So, there's a lot of different CBD companies out there. What are you guys doing to try and set yourselves apart?
There's a couple of things that we like that kind of sets us apart, and one is that we're local, and we do, like Adam mentioned, we do everything. So from planting the seeds, tending them, growing them, harvesting, drying, processing, manufacturing, and then finally selling the end product to the consumer is it gives the highest level of product quality and at the lowest competitive pricing.
Yeah, okay. The thing about it is, like, there's a lot of competition, but nobody is really competition, because if you don't grow your own and process your own and you're a CBD company that makes products, we have CBD oil for you. If you're somebody that doesn't really want to come up with product formulations, there's white label. There's something basically for everybody that we could help other businesses for, like Andrew was saying, the lowest cost, because everything is right here. It's all local. We can help each other in this local market. And so
you're very community based.
Very. Yeah, like we're donating hand sanitizer to Morton Hospital. As soon as we get the containers, shipping is taking forever from some people. And just continuing to do a bunch of community efforts. We put, like we were saying with our website, we put the Help Our Friends section on there. You guys are on there because I know you guys are hurting a little bit because of events not going on. That's like huge. I can't even believe the amount of events that got canceled because of the shutdown. And hopefully you guys have seen some sort of online sales from our links. Hopefully there's no way to really track it for us.
Yeah, I don't really know if there's any way for us to track it. But Jeff and I talked earlier. I mean, we put in the first run of issue 3 weeks ago. We got them and we sold out.
Wow.
Not to mention other issues.
Congrats.
So the first run has sold out. I think I've got 5 left on the Etsy page. We put in the other order, but it won't be in for a couple weeks. But yeah, I mean, like Andrew said earlier, it's when we first chatted way back when, it is all about community. It's all about team, finding the right team to work with and working together to pull everybody up that mountain,
Hawko asked, locally farmed? Yes, it is locally farmed. We're out of Taunton, Massachusetts, proudly. We're very, like you said, community based. We love our city, and
Adam's going to do both our jobs tonight, Leo.
Well, I saw the question there. I was just waiting for the right time to break in. I
was looking at the one from Darren Miller where he wrote, "I snuck a cell phone up my ass to see you guys. I'm in Facebook jail for a pick of bud."
That's
I just started laughing when I saw that, but I mean.
And Greystone Gardens over on YouTube is asking, "Is this live?" Yes, it is live.
Yes,
live.
Baby,
yeah. We live.
I may look dead, but I'm still breathing.
We is live, man. We is live. See, we is live. Okay.
And William Pace, where the hell did it go? Damn it.
Sorry.
Wait, did that guy just say he's Ben's fluffer? I think he was referring to Jeff. Is Jeff your fluffer?
Oh, no.
What?
Jeff is not.
There's only one fucking thing I fluff.
The pillow.
That's correct.
Nailed it.
Hey, can I tell you a little story about your product?
Please.
Yeah.
Maybe
Story time with Jeff.
It was about a month ago. I noticed a tick on my dog. Okay. I don't pull ticks. That's my wife's job because I don't got the fingernails and shit, because I'm what?
You get squeamish.
But anyway, so, we pull the tick off and normally there's no problems. I noticed the next day a big red spot around the bite, like maybe 3/8 of an inch in diameter. Okay. Didn't know what to do, so I grabbed your oil and I put 1 drop on. I checked it the next day, 24 hours later. All the redness was gone. I put another drop on for 3 consecutive days, and the entire bite was gone.
Nice.
Wow.
I love hearing new stories like that. Like it's insane the amount of things that people have told us that our product can be used for that we would have never been able to think about using it for. We've actually heard similar stories like that about using CBD oil for dog coats, so that way their skin doesn't get dry, and then they scratch their skin, and then the cut gets infected, and that's when there's a big issue. So if you avoid that altogether, then it's a good thing. And our salve is mainly made of jojoba oil, and that has many antimicrobial and possibly even antiviral properties.
I was just going to say that because you mentioned using the tincture on the dog coats, but I ended up, I noticed I had like a patch of dry skin just on the side of my elbow. And I was like, oh, what the hell? So I was like, I'm going to try. So I tried some of the salt.
That's a rubbing burn, dude.
Yeah, it's from the rug, but okay. So I had a fucking rug burn on my elbow from fluffing. And anyways, I used your salve for like 3 days straight, and it was gone. Like the dry skin was gone. It was amazing. So there are a lot of great attributes, I guess you would say. Is that the correct fucking word?
Attributes?
Yes.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
My editor. I had to throw it at the editor.
Didn't you use it on a busted tooth?
I was going there, but yeah, about 5 months ago, I grind my teeth real bad in my sleep, and I've got really shitty teeth to boot. So if somebody wants to sponsor some new ones, I'll be happy with that. Anybody? All right, I tried.
Sponsorship opportunity.
But anyway, yeah, I'll get you in the movie for some new teeth. Anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night, excruciating pain. I don't know if anybody's ever had a toothache before, but I ended up cracking one of my back teeth, and I jumped out of bed, excruciating pain. Like, fuck! I didn't have any Motrin 800s on hand. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do, honestly. So I said, you know what? I know CBD is a natural anti-inflammatory. Sorry. So I grabbed the tincture and I did a half a dropper, and I actually squirted it right in the tooth. 15 minutes later, the pain was gone and I was back asleep. No shit.
We love hearing stories like that.
So, I mean, if anybody's ever had a broken tooth and they wake up in excruciating pain, there's a difference between whole spectrum and full spectrum, correct?
No, it's full spectrum and broad spectrum.
Broad
the
spectrum.
Difference.
Thank you. See, that's why you guys are here, because for the information.
Yes.
It didn't work on my hemorrhoids, though.
It does. It does work for hemorrhoids. Is that what you said?
No, it did not.
Oh, I learned that it works for saddle sores.
Okay.
You okay over there, Adam?
Woo, got me at hemorrhoids and saddle sores. Got me even further.
And I recently learned too that it works if you bite your lip, or you get like a what?
Oh, go ahead.
If you bite your lip or something, and you get like something that like a piece of skin that sticks out, it's hurts, it's painful. You rub some salve on it, and it's like, yeah, feel pretty good.
Oh, like when I bite my cheek, the inside of my cheek sometimes.
Exactly.
Usually with pizza.
Right. If it's too hot, it burns the roof of your mouth. I'm going to try that next.
Yeah.
You should.
You know, when I bite the inside of my cheek is when I play video games and I'm hardcore into it. For some reason, I just like space out and I bite my cheek like. It's like psychotic,
I thought you were gonna say fluffing.
I can't make those kind of faces when I'm fluffing. It turns them off, you know.
That's when he bites. That's when he bites his tongue. So I noticed we've got a lot of people watching. Not a lot of comments as of yet.
Well, Stacy just said, I tried to roll at Jeff's when I got injured a few months ago. I got to get my own.
That our roll on?
Oh, no. Good. Thank you for trying, Stacy.
You know, it was a roll on. I love the roll on. Do you guys make one now?
We do now.
Do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. I wasn't aware of that.
Very popular.
Yep.
Okay. The roll-on I was using was CBD Living, not to promote another market or a company, but I love the roll-on. So if you guys are making one,
Adam
I'd love
just
to
fell
try
over
it.
sideways.
Well, I'd love to. I didn't know you made one. I'd love to try it.
That was a hint.
It was a hint. Just try it. It's there.
Try it. It's there. Go ahead. Try it.
It's there. Try it.
Herbanacres.co. Yeah.
So if you are watching live right now and you do have questions about CBD, feel free to throw them up in the chat. Leo, myself, or even Adam tonight will catch the question, try to get it answered the best as possible.
So Fico Fam asked in my watch party, what do you guys need? Ethanol, when we were talking about giving hand sanitizer to Morton Hospital. No, we need containers. The containers are like the hardest thing to find right now, and Andrew found some, and they're just taking forever to get to us. So it's like,
were they from China?
No,
it was it was actually an Etsy account, but I'm assuming what happened was they just left the account open and they got overwhelmed and swamped with orders, because that's everybody wants those right now, that they may have kind of bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah.
Hopefully that isn't the case.
Hopefully.
And we do get our little spritzers. Because I mean those are the things that are going to go to the nurses at Morton. It's just super convenient. It actually looks like a pen. It's got a little kind of like tab on it. You pull it out and you can spritz things. I wouldn't spritz
I
things
got something
like
I can do that with.
sensitive things.
I got some hand sanitizer in my eye earlier. I was just like, they just like squirted out of my hand in my eye. I'm like, I gotta open it.
Shoot
so
your
it
eye
dissolves
out.
Listen, I've known you for 16 years. What? Right? Yeah, about 16 years now, Adam. Told you, don't look down. If you get it in your eye, it's gonna hurt.
That's because it's salty.
Is it like tears?
We actually got Adam crying.
Courtney just came in here looking like
cheers to tears.
Cheers to tears.
She came in here looking like what?
Huh? What? Oh, a fucking peanut butter cup? You're goddamn right I want a peanut butter cup.
Real quick, happy belated birthday to Courtney.
She can't hear you, but they said happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. It's starting to melt, so you have to eat it quick.
Oh shit! Look at these.
That's what she said.
Homemade peanut butter cups with bananas.
Wow. We're all jealous right now.
Oh shit!
It's like the whole show just stopped. We're watching Adam eat his peanut butter cup. So, anyways, now that Adam's mouth is full, Andrew, tell the watchers a little bit about CBD, some of its properties, some of its attributes, things that it can help with.
Things about CBD.
Yeah.
So the main thing the main thing that you mentioned about CBD is that it's known as an anti-inflammatory property. And the interesting thing about CBD and its anti-inflammatory property is that it itself, from my understanding, isn't an anti-inflammatory property as itself, but it triggers an intracellular response within the cells of your body to produce anti-inflammation. And that's my narrow understanding of it. And it's also been shown to be an antibiotic in the sense that it prohibits the growth of certain microorganisms. And what's also interesting about CBD is that cells don't build up an immunity to it, or not. It hasn't been shown to build up an immunity as of yet. For example, MRSA. It's called methicillin-resistant Staph aureus. And what it is it's Staph aureus that has built up a resistance to a certain antibiotic called methicillin. So they've shown that CBD actually inhibits the growth of that methicillin-resistant Staph aureus, and it hasn't shown that that the bacteria is fighting that particular compound.
Interesting.
Dr.
Super fascinating.
Well,
No.
if I had asked Adam that, he would have just been like, Andrew. That's why I waited until he had his mouth full.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
you know what? There is so much more.
Well,
Oh,
the
yeah.
anti-inflammatory thing makes sense. I mean, since I started using CBD, I've pretty much cut my 800 Motrins right out of my life.
Oh,
I can second that. I can second that.
You know what? Even more than I love hearing that it helps reduce people's like aches and pains in their shoulders and whatnot. I love hearing that people are stopping to take ibuprofen, because what ibuprofen does is horrific. I think one day we will look back at ibuprofen as we look at bloodletting now. I mean, you take ibuprofen, and not only does it completely wreak havoc on your liver, but it burns holes in your stomach. It melts holes in your stomach. It's that horrible. Now, when I hear people stopping that, I'm like, that in and of itself is makes me feel good that people aren't doing actual damage to their bodies by trying to help.
Nice.
Cool. That works for me. I mean, it took a little while. I think my body had to adjust to it, and as long as I stay on my regimen, and I don't just use the oils. I eat CBD, gummies, and I try and mix it up, that kind of stuff. Because I find that 25 milligram gummy in the morning, and I'm good all day. And I have sciatic back pain that was really, really bad. I was doing 3 to 4 800 Motrins a day.
I wish we could come out with gummies, but unfortunately in Massachusetts, we're not allowed to sell anything edible with CBD in it. We're also not allowed to sell any hemp flower. So we really want to sell pre-rolls, but we're not allowed to do that. So because we are licensed by the Department of Agriculture, we kind of follow all the rules, unfortunately, sometimes.
But gas stations can sell CBD gummies.
They technically
It's crazy.
cannot, because what's happening is there's over 120. There's got to be. I haven't gotten even close to an update of the numbers this year of new farmers. But as of last year, there was 120 farmers. That's enough for them to regulate with their 6-person department. They're not even looking at the gas stations, or, they're not even looking at the other CBD company that was in the mall with us that's from Canada, selling edibles and selling all these things that are against the rules. That's right down the hall from us. That's how little they're, really coming down on these people. It's really just us whom are licensed that they're regulating.
But isn't the tincture technically an edible?
Well, if you look in the morning of the Herban Acres CBD oil, not tincture, very important language differential.
Okay.
If you look in the warning, it does say that it is for external use only.
Oh, technicalities.
That's exactly right.
We
actually met when we bought our seeds. We met with a gentleman. He's got a long white beard. He's a very friendly guy. And what he was doing is
Gandalf
actually had, yeah, he looked like Gandalf, very friendly like him. And what he was doing is he had these lollipops, these non-flavored lollipops that he labeled as a depository.
Flavorless lollipops that they were for anal use only, he said.
That's right. Now, I don't think that is legitimate, but it made us laugh.
Yeah, I had to mute my mic. I was laughing so hard on that one. Oh my god.
We ate one and they weren't good.
They were pretty gross.
They were pretty gross.
So definitely use them for your anus only.
Now I know
Anal
Leo,
lollipops on a
I know at what was it, Rock and Shock or ScareCon, you bought a couple of CBD lollipops.
Yeah.
Did they help?
They did. I need to get more. So it's
Now, Adam and Andrew, a lot of people say, hey, I bought, like you said, I bought CBD lollipops, I bought gummies, I bought this, I bought that. Some people say, yeah, it worked for me. And some people say, no, it didn't work. Now, is there a reason behind that? Is it actual, Adam shaking his head. Take it away, Mr. Souza.
A lot of it is mislabeling and using the wrong forms of CBD. So what a lot of companies do is they'll say, in scientific terms, 1,000 milligrams of weight is 1 gram of weight. They're equal. So they'll take 1 gram of their CBD hemp extract, which is like 60% pure, and they'll say this is 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams. Let's put it in a bottle. Now we have 1,000 milligrams CBD. and then you test it and it's 40% short of what they say it is. Now, it's really easy to avoid that if you test your CBD oil that's going into your product, and then you test the end product too to ensure that you did your calculations correct. It's really easy to figure out how to make things accurate as to what they're labeled. So a lot of it is mislabeling. A lot of it is people using isolate as well. For me personally, when I use isolate, doesn't matter really how much I use, it doesn't help me. And I end up getting a headache from it. The more I use, like if I end up using 100, 150 milligrams of it, I don't feel anything. I just get a headache. It's just something that I don't really like. And I think it's because it just over inhibits the receptors with too much CBD, because it's pure CBD, whereas ours is, 7 different cannabinoids in the CBD oil that's put into our products.
And so that's another differentiating factor between Herban Acres CBD and some others. And this was explained to me one time. This is an analogy that I really liked. It's kind of like comparing CBD distillate to broad spectrum. And they said, like, Jimi Hendrix is an amazing guitarist. So CBD distillate is like a solo guitarist, whereas CBD broad spectrum is almost like an orchestra or a really good band. So you've got all of these cannabinoids coming together and working really hard together to give you this amazing cocktail of benefits.
I love the way he explained that. It's like an orchestra coming together to give you this amazing cocktail.
Now, one thing that I noticed is that when you guys came out with your tincture and your oils, at least the one that I've been using, the 500, it's basically flavorless. Okay. I've tried a whole slew of different CBDs, tinctures and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, I've had some of the grossest fucking shit. Unbelievable.
That's why there's so many capsules on the market, because it's so gross. So they put it in a capsule and then you just swallow it down and then you never have to taste it,
But there's no need, in my opinion, there's just no need to add all of that flavor crap, because it's not what it's about anyway. It's not supposed to fucking really taste good. I don't want to taste it.
Exactly.
You guys did a great job on that.
Yeah. Ours is just MCT oil, which is the medium chain fats of coconut oil. And we use MCT because it stays liquid form instead of hardening up like coconut oil does. And CBD oil. Those are the only 2 ingredients in it, because people use hemp seed oil, and hemp seed oil is great. It has a lot of benefits, but from what I've read, it doesn't do much for the bioavailability of things. Whereas the MCT oil, like even if you took the MCT oil and took the CBD out of it and took MCT oil with your daily vitamin, it'll help your daily vitamin work better because it'll make it more bioavailable. It does the same thing for CBD. And it's essentially flavorless. It's the greatest thing in the world. And the MCT oil by itself is great for digestion and so many other benefits, a healthy fat. There's so many amazing benefits for MCT oil, and it just happens to be pretty much flavorless. And because Andrew's so amazing at processing, it's basically flavorless. It's the CBD oil that is basically flavorless, and then the MCT oil is definitely flavorless.
Yeah, I kind of think of it as like a savory, a buttery kind of taste.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind of like
it got real quiet.
Kind of like the drippings off a chicken.
Oh yeah, that's a good analogy. Except vegan.
And back to the fluffing he goes. Oh
Joanna
my!
Says hi. Tanya says hi.
Yeah, a lot of people
Sorry,
say
Leo.
hi.
No.
Michelle said something about that's what you get for putting things in your mouth. LOL. I must have missed a comment before that.
Maybe she was talking to one of us. Did we talk about putting something in our mouth?
Maybe. But she did
Such
say,
a
"How's
lollipop."
everybody doing? Hopefully, staying safe and healthy." So
always
right.
Courtney's the elderberry queen.
Getting a bunch of exercise.
So you guys got your little babies sprouting now, so that for your spring planting.
Yes,
He's pointing.
They're doing
He's
quite
pointing.
well.
He's like,
yeah.
So we're going the clone route this season.
Okay.
So last year there was a couple of mistakes that we made in farming, and one of them wasn't really our choice, but we used what was available to us. Is that we used seeds, and cannabis is an amazing plant in that it's dioecious. So you've got a male plant and a female plant, and when the pollen meets the feminine genitalia of the hemp plant, it creates a bunch of seeds, and every seed is as uniquely different as a person is. In that, when we planted, we started regular seed. We had females and we had males. So when you want CBD, you're looking for the female plant, just as in if you're looking for a THC dominant strain, you're looking for the flower, which is produced by the female. So we ended up getting males and females, and we had to cull the males. So as soon as they showed signs of sex, we had to cut them down, cut the males out.
We had to find the Adam's apple.
Find the Adam's apple. and get them out of there. So this time around, we chose the strongest genetics from last season and cloned them. So instead of starting with males, we just saved a bunch of steps. And instead of having empty spots in the field where we would later have to put new plants, they're already going to be healthy, strong, instead of empty holes.
Girls only club, no alfalfas.
I was just wondering if Andrew would cull me.
They will kill you.
We would chop you down and throw you in the compost with the rest of them, man. I'm sorry, Ben.
Sorry, Ben. You don't have what it takes.
Story of my life.
We are sexist towards male plants, all right? We destroy them all.
There is a question from Greystone Gardens. First they say here in Maine, the tobacco shops, they sell CBD flower cones for $12. Is there any such thing as CBD shatter or dabs?
Yes, there definitely is. And we make it. We essentially make distillate, and we make our crude oil is, I think it's clean enough, if not almost perfected to the point where we could sell the crude as like a shattery material, and the distillate as a more pure material, the way that we process. So there's definitely going to be CBD dabs more on the market. We do have distillate for sale on the website already, not like the crude version, the shatter version. But yeah, we do have distillate already because that's, pretty much the purified version.
Nice. So you guys get your hands into everything.
Yeah, we think that's super important. At least that's how we try to build this business, is that if we have a bunch of different branches, if one gets knocked down by the wind, there's the other branches to support it. And that's why that was it's kind of is what's pushing us through this horrible time now, is that the kiosks went down, but fortunately we had the online presence to propel us through.
Nice.
Yeah, between live videos that we've been doing nonstop all month between us and our employees.
I know, we see them.
Yep. Of course, that's the point, motherfucker. It's working.
Spamming my page with that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
That and a couple of strategic emails that we've sent out. We've been able to get a decent amount of sales. Like we were very surprised at the amount of support that really came out and how hard our employees worked. And like we're working diligently to try to get this payroll protection loan for our employees. So hopefully everything works out and we're able to hook them all up the way we want to, the way they deserve to be treated,
Nice. Yeah, you guys have been doing that for a little bit now. I know once your kiosks went down, you opened up a specific style program for your employees through your website.
We already had the ambassador program. So basically like somebody pays a yearly fee and they get one of each product, which is already like $300 worth of product. And they're able to sell to their friends and family and make a percentage of the sales. And it starts at 15%. So we gave all of our employees free access to this program. They didn't have to pay the yearly fee. We gave them all of our products plus a little bit more to do some giveaways and whatnot. And I really coached them on live videos and everything to really, reach as many people as possible. And they're doing great. They're honestly killing it, and I'm so happy with them. And they never cease to amaze me. Our employees, they really don't. They never do. So grateful for them.
That's awesome. And there it is again, folks. Building a team, building a community together. It works. It works.
When this is all over, we have full staff now. Like we if everything goes the way we see it going, I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to jinx it, but the way we see it going, we could be taking a big step forward pretty soon in a lot of different aspects, and we'll have a fully staffed kiosk every at both locations, and be working on opening 2 more like almost immediately after this is all over, so.
Nice.
We're grateful to be in the position we're at. Grateful. The support's been crazy.
I get a question for you. Why? I'm just curious. Why the kiosks as opposed to like a standard brick and mortar store?
Traffic.
Yeah, free traffic. Just people walking by in the mall. It's you can snag people, or you can catch people's ear. Get them to hear something that maybe even that day they're not gonna stop and try a sample or stop and buy, but a couple weeks later they hear you again, and a week later after that they hear you again, and they're like, all right, fine, what is this, and it's just building a presence in a community. Like the city of Natick knows who we are, and we're actually going to be advertising even more deeply in Natick neighborhoods to be able to reach more people so they can know that we're their local CBD company in that mall, and I think that that's going to go very, very, very far.
Nice.
I might be able to help you with that. I mean, you got to remember, I grew up and graduated from Natick.
Oh, nice. We're working with a publication called Natick Neighbors, and they're going to help us get into a lot of different households with it's like a very specific targeted magazine towards different neighborhoods and everything, and it's brilliant what they do. So I can't wait to work with them, and I'm excited that they're in the Natick area, so we're able to even do that, increase our exposure in our area.
Cool.
Greystone Garden was asking, has anybody experienced a branch that was pollinated take on the smell, taste of the pollen donor? And he also grew up in Mass.
I have not.
We haven't had any really open pollinating. Every once in a while, you'll kind of like experiment with it, but we had a 1/10 of an acre and all of these plants, and in a 1/10 of an acre of 8-9 foot plants, the whole backyard, the whole place just smelled like a giant garage-sized Yankee Candle. So it was really hard to differentiate like those minute smells. Maybe like an expert would be able to do it, but my nose is really
my nose is, it's just not what it used to be, folks. I used to be able to smell it all the way down. No, not anymore.
I actually did have a question. Maybe someone listening right now could answer this. Is that my question was, are you able to smell or determine the mature smell from a pre-flower stem rub? I haven't been able to answer that question. I wasn't able to see, and maybe if somebody else out there has enough experience,
are you able to determine what the final flower is going to smell like by taking a stem rub while it's pre-flowering?
Exactly.
Listen, I feel like we have plants like that.
All this talk about stem rub, I'm getting a little excited here. Just a little bit.
You've been excited from the get-go.
It's a good thing you're not a freaking plant. You'd have to snip the tip.
Oh, yeah. Well, Andrew, I feel like I remember the plant smelling like a cherry Tootsie Pop from, almost even before pre-flower, while they were still in veg.
My like everything that I took a lot of notes and a lot of records, and there was one plant in particular that really smelled fruity, aromatic, and really like grapes. And then when it came time to flowering, where were the grapes?
Gone.
I don't remember seeing that. It was specifically F13. Yeah, there was
F13.
no grapes. I mean, I was really, really disappointed. So
the grapish was gone.
Record, yeah, we labeled everything. It's really important to keep records, especially to know where the genetics are when you start with regular seed. And we had X amount of rows and X amount of columns, and we labeled every row with an A, B, C, D, so on, and then every row.
He knows his alphabet.
Is a 1, 2, 3. I know my numbers too.
Thank God.
And with that, you're able to really keep track of the genetics, and it's super important if you want to start messing around with cannabis and hemp genetics.
You okay over there, Leo?
I am.
I see a lot of...
Yeah, my back's been bugging me, so...
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, Stacy's here.
You want to run your thing, Leo?
What's that?
You want to run your?
Oh, your commercial, yeah.
Yeah.
I blew right by that.
No,
Yep.
it's fine.
I blew right by that time.
My since the whole lockdown and everything, I haven't been to my chiropractor in almost 2 months now. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I want to let you know that every single show is brought to you by Deadly Grounds Coffee. They definitely help keep the lights on and keep things running. So it's the most amazing coffee you've ever had. Now more than ever, we need to support local businesses like our awesome guests here. And they're a local roaster here in Connecticut. But don't listen to me. Here is a zombie, if I can find the right button, talking about coffee.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds Coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds Coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting. Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds Coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds Coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
And there we go. Oh, I apologize for running it twice. I was stretching my back a bit, but I'm here. I'm ready for the rest of the show.
He says he was stretching his back. He wasn't stretching his back. He was stretching something, but it wasn't his back.
We were not supposed to talk about that, Ben.
Oh, that was behind the scenes. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yes, we're recording. We're live again. Duh.
Yeah, well, that's why we run the 18 plus at the beginning of this.
True.
Leo knew. As soon as I said, will you do a show with us? And he's like, yeah, I got to do 18 plus.
Of course.
And it's not because of Jeff. It's because of you. And I was like, what? You kid? I learned from him.
Actually, I started throwing that on because of all the YouTube shit that was going on, just to make sure we're protected.
Yeah, it just covers you.
Smart.
You know.
Well, it's not like a 16-year-old has to sign in order to watch it.
One of my albums, one time we replaced the small writing on the parental advisory sticker, and it said, "Caution, we say fuck a lot."
So let's talk a little bit about your promotions that you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of live streams, and as a lot of businesses that have had to do this or move to doing live streams to help promote their businesses, what issues have you found, and what have you overcome, and what successes have you had with it?
Luckily, not too many issues. Honestly, it's been pretty smooth. It's been just learning times and days that work for live streams and figuring out, the way to be on live stream, which is really easy. Just be yourself.
Right.
It makes it like super easy to sell. Like you're not even really selling. People are just like, oh, I like that person. I guess I'll check out what they have. And I can't stress that enough to our employees. I'm like, you guys, we hired you for a reason. We hired you because you have entrepreneurial tendencies. You are amazing people, and it's time to work on branding yourself. And in branding yourself, you can use your live videos where you might bring up our products throughout them. I don't want you to use it as like, hey guys, today I got the chapstick, the oil, the salve, the roll-on, everything. Don't be like QVC with it, but make it a real live where you're like, oh man, I had a headache yesterday. I used the hair oil and it really helped. And it's been amazing, honestly. I like I said, I can't thank our employees enough. I seriously, every time I think about it, I'm like, man, I want to cry. I love our employees, man.
I heard the change in his voice there. I thought he was going to need a tissue for a second.
No, I'm good. I just like I said, we have a full staff and people to help with our videos, and it's crazy. We're so grateful. Seriously, it's beyond grateful.
I'm just stuck with this dickhead.
That's why we hired Leo, so you wouldn't get stuck with just me.
Yeah, but think about it. If it wasn't for this dickhead, he wouldn't have met us. See?
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. I mean, me and Ben, just like you and Andrew, I mean, you guys click and you're clicking with your employees. Me and Ben click,
Yeah.
We clicked with Leo too, but we had to slap him a little bit first.
We had to break him out of his shell just a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. But it's worked. It's worked very well for everybody, and there we go. Following back to the beginning of the show, building that team, building that community, I mean, like I said earlier, I've known Adam 16 years. I knew him before he had hair. If you caught the event that we pushed out for this, the header, if you listen to the music, that is actually one of Adam's very first albums.
Yes, please don't judge the how inappropriate the lyrics are. I was like 15 in that song. Like, I'm
Too
sorry.
late. Too late.
And he disappears off screen.
Too late.
But in knowing Adam, for quite a long time, and I've known Jeff for 33 years now, 34 years, 33. I don't know. We're old as fuck. But Andrew's come into the mix over the past, I want to say 4 years now, 5 years.
2 years for you guys, 5
2.5
years for me.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
4 or 5 years with you, 2 to us, but still part of that team, part of that family, part of that community, and he's the same as the rest of us. We all have that same outlook on things, where it's, you may not be blood, but you're still part of the family, and that family's tight, and we push each other forward. And I have no fucking idea where I was going with that whole conversation because I just completely lost it.
Andrew and I say this to each other all the time, that this would suck without one another. I would really hate hard. This. Yeah, it would be not only hard, but not enjoyable. Like, even the hard times where, like, sometimes we get into little spats, and because it happens, right? Like, shit gets stressful sometimes in the business, and you get in little spats, and then it's important how you recover from those spats. It's important not to, have ego in it. And I think that's like the biggest thing Andrew and I have done, is just like not approach this whole thing with ego. We both have the same end goal in mind. And, when you have a common goal with somebody that's very like-minded, well, I can't say very like-minded. We have our differences, and I think that's why it works. Like, we have extreme differences. Like, Andrew is very, very conservative. And sometimes I'm like, look, no, let's do it.
It's kind of like how do you get the minutest detail? How do you be most specific with moving your finger, right? You need equal and opposite pressure, and then you can go really fine details. That's what working as an effective pair is like.
See, I see it like this, at least with me and Ben. I mean, it's like a bad marriage that you work with without the fringe benefits.
But he's your fluffer, so you get some kind of benefits.
No. Well, Andrew said it's like the two fingers, and Jeff, me and Jeff is more like the two fists,
Well, but even then, that's the most. Look at that detail as opposed to.
Right.
Well, if it wasn't for the differences between our personalities, and I'm sure you guys are the same. He'll think of things that I think is just fucking nuts, and I do the same thing. So you can bring two completely different worlds together to create what you're trying to create, and have a more expansive universe on where you're going.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want
that
to
was
say
well
real quick.
said.
That was very well said, and I can't wait to clip that out as like a clip and cry to it later.
I love you, Andrew. I love you.
But there, to everybody watching, we're getting towards like the final like quarter of the show or whatever. You should share this for us if you're enjoying it. If you're still watching it now, you must be enjoying it, and you should share it. So
either that or you fell asleep and left your computer on.
Yeah, and if you fell asleep, I'm talking to you in your sleep. Please share it. Use your muscle memory.
Well, if they're asleep, you should also say go to urbanacres.co and hit buy.
Go to urbanacres.co, not com. It's not a typo. Somebody stole it from us.
Well,
CBD.
One thing that we should do is you guys had a little clip that you sent us, and would you like to discuss that? And we should play it as well.
Yeah.
So I remember we were working on the farm, and then Adam and I were off to I don't know if we were picking up supplies or whatever, but Adam got a phone call, and it was a friend of his saying, "Hey, there's a news agency that is doing a story on local CBD. Do you guys want to be involved?" And we're like, "Yeah." So literally 15 minutes later, we had a journalist come by with a full TV crew, essentially. And later on that night, within 5 or 6 hours, this newscast interview was broadcast. Aired. Thank you.
It's not just a local news station. This is Fox News Boston. Like this is huge. Like we were literally
Fake news.
No, Trump calls CNN fake news, all right? It's not Fox News. Fox News has the most incredible news I've ever seen. Actually, the best. Tremendous.
I couldn't resist.
I remember we were talking about this in pre-production a little bit, but I remember Andrew and I, because of the podcast, being on camera and getting interviewed on camera wasn't really nerve-wracking whatsoever. We were just like, oh, we're talking about hemp. This is super easy. They know nothing about it. We're teaching them the basics. Like, this is super easy. And then it came to, 6 o'clock, and they did like a little promo on the hemp, and Andrew and I kind of looked at each other and were like, holy fuck, this is real. What are they going to say? What did we say? Oh, what? What do you mean? And they played at the primetime spot, 6:15. And it went for about a minute and a half, and probably for a minute of that, it showed our hemp field. And that is a huge deal because Fox News is a very conservative station. So for a lot of people watching that news station, it was probably their first time ever seeing cannabis at scale like that, and probably their first time seeing that much cannabis in someone's fucking backyard. So it was kind of a big deal. And
absolutely.
So let's see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just a heads up. You'll probably hear us chatting about it if you guys do some commentary. So it's not separate. So here we go.
Pets, but just as CBD.
Sorry.
Remedy that many swear by, especially when it comes to their pets. But just as CBD oil has taken off, regulations have come down.
And that's led to a ban on some of the most popular products. As Boston 25 News reporter Jim Morelli found, that's not only taken pet owners by surprise, but also the farmers in Massachusetts who grow the plant the oil comes from.
Those are going to be the flowers, and that's what we take off and process into oil.
Adam Souza and his business partner Andrew Wilkinson are 2 months away from harvesting their first planting of hemp.
When you do your research, you want to cover all the bases.
What the pair uncovered in that research is what many hemp farmers in Massachusetts only learned recently, that hemp, the source for CBD oil, is looking like the cash crop that isn't.
We had 750 acres of land that was approved for hemp, and half of the farmers didn't even put plants in the ground.
In part, that's because the state recently banned the sale of the most profitable CBD products, including any food product containing it and any consumable CBD products making therapeutic or medicinal claims. That would seem to include some forms of CBD oil, a popular remedy for pet owners.
Anything from, trouble urinating to seizures to anxiety.
But Dr. Virginia Sinnott-Stutzman, a vet at Boston's Angel Animal Medical Center, says there's no clinical proof CBD oil does much of anything for animals.
Unfortunately, the placebo effect with CBD oil is incredibly strong. So if you believe in it and you give it to your dog, you're going to see an improvement.
Of course, you might not be seeing CBD oil at all. if your pet store carries one fit for human consumption. But Adam and Andrew say there are other markets for it.
Cartridges, lotions, salves, bath bombs. For farmers who are just relying on the edible, it's a huge hurt. It's a cripple. They're done. They can't do anything.
In Taunton, Jim Morelli, Boston 25 News.
Wow. Most impressive. You guys were looking pretty sexy up there.
You know, barefoot. They didn't show, I don't know if they showed that part, but we were both barefoot, you know.
Well, like they did show the dirt on your knees, so I think you must have been fluffing the plants.
Bruised knees.
Always fluffing the plants and licking them, and that's the secret sauce is me and Andrew's secret sauce.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Oh, horrible. Oh,
that was bad. That was bad.
No, that wasn't bad.
It's got a lot of good amino proteins. I don't know.
And sodium.
It's good for the plants. Salt.
Oh my God, we're in the gutter again, folks. We're in the gutter again.
We belong.
We set up shop in the gutter.
Yeah, we came.
That's
from
where the
gutter.
tent is.
Herban Acres' new kiosk coming to you live from the gutter.
From the gutter, motherfucker.
We'll get you a portable kiosk. We'll just wheel it down the street.
So you guys actually like live in a storm drain or something with a little red balloon?
We are Ninja Turtles, actually. So fuck
it. With pizza.
Yeah. I'm surprised we weren't drawn in a comic before because we've been there the whole time.
Was that a hit? Was that a hit?
Oh, jeez.
Someday we'll be drawn in a comic. Maybe someday.
I tell you the same thing I tell my wife. I haven't drawn you guys in the comic yet because I like you and I don't want to have to kill you.
No, you already told me you were gonna kill me, and how
I
don't
have a problem with I don't have a problem with that.
It's
killing us.
Listen, the fact that you've thought about how you're gonna kill me intricately kind of worries me only a little bit, but hey, I'm for it.
CBD tincture, drop it to the eye.
Oh,
fill his brain up full of fucking CBD. That ain't CBD.
It's CBD, my friends, a nice CBD. So people didn't come in with their CBD questions fully loaded today.
I was surprised.
I was fully in education mode, and we ended up, educating a little bit, but.
Well, the whole key to what Jeff and I do with Leo's help is it's not just education, but it's bringing different people to the communities. You guys are very well known here in this community, but for all of our viewers and our followers, across the country, overseas, up in Canada, down in South America, they don't know who you are, but now they do.
Well, and it's the same thing of the the whole comic book industry and stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Trying to cross those lines and whoa,
wow,
Andrew, no phone calls during the show.
I'm here. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can't see your beautiful face though. Speaking of beautiful faces, we're about to have somebody take over the show, I think.
I don't know what happened to my
your video.
Oh no.
There he is.
I'm back. Sorry about that, fellas.
You hit the wrong button, didn't you?
A little bit of technical difficulties.
It wouldn't be our show without technical difficulties. And he froze. Freeze. All right. If Michelle's still watching, there you go.
Say hi, Nini. Look, it's you. You got a cat toy? Yep. Don't buy your kids toys. Just give them cat toys. It works way better.
Pots and pans.
All the toys you'll buy them are a waste of money.
Look at the any more questions over there, Leo?
Michelle made a comment, but I didn't understand it, so I.
Oh, I think she was saying. Oh yeah, I see. Because I said that I met Adam. It was actually because of my wife.
Gotcha.
True that.
We won't roll into the olds, but yeah, it was Adam was involved with my wife's family, and that's how I met Adam, and he ended up at our wedding, and yeah, I got some pretty funny pictures of him.
Angela says, I thought I recognized you guys, and Tim says, hi, Leo, Ben, Jeff, and people I don't know.
Angela who said she thought she recognized too.
Adam, for both of you guys, Angela Bergeron.
Angela Bergeron is comic book industry. So in response to Angela, Adam and Andrew own Herban Acres CBD company. So as you all well know, like Jeff said, one great thing that we are able to do with the style of comic book that we wrote is cross-communicate these industries.
Cross-communicate?
Cross-pollinate. Dude.
You want to pollinate?
Sit and spin till you hit my elbow, then the ride's over. Yep, there it is. So, but, you know, one of our main goals through all of this was to bring these industries and communities together, because we found that they're pretty much all the same. You heard Adam make a reference earlier to them being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the gutter. So that's the cannabis side of it. So believe it or not, both industries are heavily involved with
They
each
just
other.
don't know it.
They just don't know it.
Right.
You know, Leo, for instance, like I said I asked him earlier, he picked up a couple of CBD lollipops at a ScareCon because I had just stopped by. Jeff was with family that day.
But he didn't know those are suppositories, right?
Right. Yeah, he sucked on the wrong end.
Okay.
Well, after the lollipops, I ended up picking up a bottle of capsules, and I went through those as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Did you like the capsules?
Well, I was taking it longer, so it seemed like it worked better. But then I ran out, so I'm looking at you guys' website right now, so I might be placing an order.
They actually, I'll tell you, Jeff said it earlier, and I'm going to reiterate that we both have been through numerous CBD companies. You know, because I used the not the tincture, but the oil.
That's so accurate.
In the solve. But yeah, I mean, I love the Herban Acres product. The taste, you know, there's no taste to it. The consistency is always the same. It doesn't vary from bottle to bottle like some other companies. As far as effectiveness, it really does. It helps. You know, I can say the same thing as Jeff said earlier. I suffer from sciatic back pain, and I have literally cut Motrin out of my diet completely when it comes to that. Although recently I've had to take one or two, but that's more stress-related headaches that you kind of don't have much of a choice. So, but yeah, they have a great product, Leo. And everybody watching, I'm saying, you know, and don't forget to sign that check tomorrow for the endorsement of that just now, guys, and send that over to
And
us.
if you are going to order, make sure you use discount code SAFE20, SAFE20, so you can save 20% and get free shipping. And nice. we have bundle packaging on there, which is already 20% off. You can use the 20% code on top of the bundle pricing. So
hey,
save away.
It's right now's a better time than any to.
So basically, it's free.
Okay, so for
it's like 35% off, something like that. Yeah. It's crazy.
So my back pain's pretty bad. And I'm looking at your website right now. Should I get the 500 or the 1,000? 200?
Right now, I would go with the 1,000.
Okay.
Even if you figure out that 500 is your strength, the 1,000 will last you longer and it'll be a better value, anyways.
Okay. Right now, you said you have a roll-on now too, Adam, right?
Correct.
I swear by the roll-on as a topical when I need it on my back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because in combination with the tincture or the oil, it just works. I put that roll-on on, and 5 minutes, I'm freaking good for a while. It's instant relief.
It's nice with the roll-on too, because you can get kind of a little light massage with the roller ball at the end. It's like, oh, sweet! I get a massage and I get some pain relief. And oh my god, it absorbs.
So it's quickly. A massage with a happy ending.
You won't get a happy ending with the roll-on. Herban Acres does not guarantee a happy ending with every roll-on, please.
Michelle said Auntie needs the roll-on.
Yeah, we got to get you that, Auntie.
Okay, so I need some education. Add a lighter?
So we have Herban Acres lighters.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I got the Deep Roots one because my Herban Acres ran out. But when he said lighter, I'm like, yeah, one of these things, you know.
Lighter? Yeah.
You know.
I'm like, am I supposed to you know, is it supposed to be like a flaming drink that I take, or I don't know.
Maybe I should say that at a Herban Acres later. Maybe put a picture somewhere.
Real quick though, because I know we have a hard stop in like 10.
Yeah, about that.
All right. So, because we have to wrap up, Leo has another show to produce right after this.
Yeah, and I'm fucking hungry and I want to eat.
Hungry, I got munchies.
Well, you could have left at any point. I mean, you just been there sitting there quiet for like the fucking last hour and a half.
I learned a long time ago not to leave you alone with anybody.
Nia's laughing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear my daughter laughing, but she's laughing at you guys.
Okay, she knows it's true.
Yeah.
Real quick, education-wise. So, as Leo said, he was looking between, you know, the 500, the 1,000, and you also have a 250?
Yeah, we have a 250, and we also have a 2,000
and a
as
2,000.
well.
Now, real quick, give the viewers or the inexperienced a quick breakdown on why there's different milligrams and the best way to use it, I guess.
Everybody's different, so the 250 is more meant for experimenting, right? The 250 isn't really meant for any adult body. I haven't met too many people that can really say that a 250 milligram bottle really did it for them. So it's more of like an experimental thing. So you could take, you know, 2 dropperfuls to equal what a 500 milligram dose would be, if that's what your dose is, or you can take 4 full and it's 1,000 milligram type of dose. So that's what works for you. And you end up going through the bottle a little bit quicker. So it's a trial bottle. And then the 500 milligram is for people that, you know, slight pain, slight anxiety, slight whatever. It's not really like it's just a discomfort kind of in their life, and it's going to help ease that discomfort. The 1,000 starts to get into like the more severe pains. I use it for like my anxiety and for my back pain and neck pain and headaches. Headaches are a huge thing for me. And the 2,000 milligram is nice because it just lasts. And when I have the days when I have migraines, it's nice to be able to take a full dropperful and you're getting like 70 milligrams of CBD. And it really, really helps to knock down the migraines that I have. So it's all about, you know, where your dosage falls. It's going to take some experimentation, and you know, just because you're taking 500 doesn't mean you can't buy a 2,000 milligram, because it'll stretch way, way, way longer if you buy a higher milligram bottle.
So essentially, it's proper dosing.
Yes. Everybody's different.
For your ailment. Exactly.
I can't, honestly, like, I really don't think all these charts where it does it by weight and height and sex and everything. I don't think it's just that. I think it's the way our liver breaks down everything, and everybody's liver enzymes are different. So I just think that it just takes experimentation. You got to be patient with it. It could take 2 to 6, 8 weeks, you know, to really get your proper dose in, where you're like, okay, I'm on a regimen now where I feel like I'm 99% better. And when I'm feeling that little 1%, I just take a little extra dose for the day to get me through.
Right. Well, it took me a while to figure out, and, you know, I've balanced on, it's a 25 milligram dose for me. That's what I like. That's what my body likes. So I don't need to take anything more than that.
Yeah, I'm around 30 to 40.
Yeah, so see, with the 1,000 milligram bottle, you could take like 3/4 of a milliliter and you'd be right at your dose.
Right.
Boom. Like that.
Well, that's why I call you every 2 weeks for 2 more fucking bottles. You're coming down to pick up the kid this weekend? Oh, all right, yeah, swing by for me, will you?
Yep.
You know, you can just order it, he says, and you save on, you know, and save this, and shipping's free. And I'm like, yeah, but if you just drop it off, then you guys don't have to pay the shipping, and you don't have to pay for that.
True.
You know?
Just like to see my
and you get
face.
the visit.
Yeah,
that's right.
True.
And we get the visit. You know, he comes in with his fucking hazmat suit on, and he's like,
no, I come in and we immediately kiss on the lips, because that's the corona bump, right?
That's right. That's right. Kiss on the lips, little hug, touch the ass. It's all good.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Everything to be safe.
That's right.
Social distancing.
That would be one of the safest things. You know, they talk about, you know, handshakes and fist bumps and elbow bumps. I think we should just start a new trend and do ass bumps.
But you don't have an ass, so how's that going to work?
It'd be fun to find out.
He had to think for a second. He's like,
He did. He's like,
got me.
Yeah, you totally got me with that one.
Trump card on that one.
So, like I said earlier, sponsorships for my new teeth, and we're gonna get sponsorships for Jeff to have an ass.
Oh, you're gonna get like a Kim Kardashian ass?
No. Why are you talking about my fucking ass?
Because it just seemed like the thing to do.
Because we can, all right?
Oh, because I looked at the time and we got to start wrapping up. So I figured I'd just break it down real quick.
All
right. So yeah, like I said, learn. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Leo.
Take us out.
Okay, so like I said, every single show brought to you by Deadly Grounds Coffee. Hit the links down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. And also the Dorkening Podcast Network. That's me. We have over 20 shows on the network now, including Still Toking With. We got your audio podcast going up there. Every Sunday we load them. And so links are down below or up above, and also the links for our awesome guests here, which I just placed an order. So I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah.
Thank you, Leo.
We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned.
Catch y'all next time.
Stay tuned.
Totally. You're not going to bring us out. No, Leo's going to ask where they. He fucked up the whole end of the show.
Where can people find you guys?
Follow us at Herban Acres, HERBANACRES. If you can't remember how to spell it, think about the Mickey Mouse theme song where it says MICKYMOUSE. And put Herban Acres to it, HERBANACRES, and you'll get to it.
And it's .co, not .com. .co.
Yes.
So where do you like interacting with your fans the most?
Everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Hold on. TikTok. We're going hard on TikTok right now.
You guys are doing TikTok?
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm about to release a funny video, and probably tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a good day.
Nice. And you mentioned you're a gamer. What are you playing right now?
I am not really that much of a gamer. I play Call of Duty on my phone right now because I don't have a system. But, because this whole staying home thing and having free time is really new to me. I never had free time with how much we work on the business, seriously.
Right.
Okay. Well, then we will let Ben and Jeff close it out.
Sounds good. You can find, obviously, us, the Toking Dead. All our previous episodes you can find on the Toking Dead Facebook page. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. I never remember the fucking names and the addresses, but Ben's good at that.
Yeah, we're on Twitch. We're on.
Oh, we're on Twitch too. That's right.
We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. You can also find our past episodes on the Dorkening Podcast Network, like Leo said.
Right. And if you're older than I am, or older than fuck, you can also find us on MySpace.
But I'll tell you right now, there ain't shit on MySpace. I think I stopped posting stuff there like a year and a half ago. It was just so nobody else could have
that. It gets me. It makes me laugh. Like, I still can't believe you guys have a MySpace. Even a year ago is way too soon to be have posted on there.
I thought it was like turned into just like music.
Kind of.
I don't know. I haven't been on it. I couldn't even tell you what my login code is for that one anymore.
Actually, Tim Jones just placed a last-minute comment or question. He says, "My wife is really bad. Has really bad knee pain, and has used CBD oil and has good results. Do you have something that is similar?"
For knee pain, it would probably be good to have this is why we offer the package deals with 20% off, so that people can have kind of the relief of both, like, because I have scoliosis between my shoulder blades, and it causes really bad neck pain. So when I take the oil like on a daily regimen and then use the salve when I'm having a really bad neck pain day, it helps 50% better. But if you're only going to get one product, I'd probably recommend just getting the oil, which I think is what you purchased, the 1,000 milligram oil.
Yep.
That would be similar to it, and like Ben and Jeff were saying, mostly tasteless, and made out of something that makes it more bioavailable and better for you.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
if Tim has other, questions, concerns, or anything like that as far as CBD, he can reach out to me directly. I'll put you in touch with Adam and Andrew. Tim Jones is an artist that draws sour grapes. I believe that's the Tim Jones we're speaking of, Leo.
Yep. And
Okay.
Tim, I'll message you as well. I'll send you a link to what I just bought.
Yeah, because like I said, we got to wrap up the show. There's Batman. He came out to play. So, yeah. I mean, what a great show. Thank you guys for coming on. It was definitely a twist this time. Usually it's reversed and these two are interviewing us. In case you don't know, they do have another show, 2 shows, correct?
Correct.
Correct. You want to plug those 2 real quick before I take us out completely?
You want to plug away, Andrew? I feel like I've been talking forever.
Yeah, but he can't plug away What Did Adam Say, because that's not his fucking show.
Maybe he can.
Maybe he can. Andrew?
Check out What Did Adam Say? and Andrew Wilkinson on YouTube. I've been posting a few things of my own as well.
He was asking about the podcast, though. So
and you guys are doing
AA for Entrepreneurs? I was
yeah.
confused as to what you were referring to.
Yeah, AA for Entrepreneurs. We're like 70 episodes deep. It's a really phenomenal podcast. I love having Andrew as a partner. And I've also started doing live streams every day on the What Did Adam Say podcast show thingy. So
yeah, but those are boring as hell. So
yeah, super boring.
Whatever Adam said, he didn't say it to fucking Drew.
What do you mean? I might have. I probably have.
Oh shit!
All right, Ben, take
subscribe.
All right, Leo, where do you like people following you?
For me, just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but more importantly, head on over to thedorkening.com. And even more important than that, head on to the show notes and check out our awesome guests. Thank you, Ben.
Hey, I didn't want to forget you as usual.
Much appreciated.
And just for us, we want to take a quick second to thank all our veterans and first responders for doing what you guys do every day so people like us can do what we do up here every day. And during this pandemic, we want to give a huge shout out to all our people out on the front lines, your doctors, your nurses, etc. We love you. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. We're out.
A mild acceptance, my free mind will keep me from under your spell. And when we die, you'll be another angel in heaven, but me, I'll be a fucking legend in hell.